really got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to another episode of Boot to the Face, live here on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm Chris Rucker along with my co-host EJ Reed, and we're here to talk about the world of professional wrestling, along with some football and probably a little bit of baseball. EJ, how you doing?
I can't complain, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Just got back from Charlotte yesterday. Obviously, you're on the road. You said you were going to Florida this weekend, which I forgot about. So appreciate you being able to hop in while you're traveling.
Man, I keep my travel mic nice and handy, so do the show from wherever, right? As long as you got an internet connection.
Yeah, I guess you can. I'm trying to get my camera and shit situated. I didn't realize you. So I have two iPhones. I have one for work and I have a personal one. I didn't realize you had to fucking have your iPhone on the same Apple ID in order to use that as a camera. And then I went to use my personal one and the shit disconnected and I can't figure out how to get it connected back. But it is what it is. I got a little bit better lighting in here this time, so.
You said you were in Charlotte this past weekend?
Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment and dental appointment I took a couple vacation days. Basically, towards the end of the year, you run low on when you can take vacation in the alcohol industry. Like the last 2 weeks of November blacked out. The last 3 weeks of December blacked out. So everybody's trying to get their vacation shit in. And with my new promotion, it's making my vacation shit real finicky. So I just took 2 random days this past week, and my girlfriend was like, why don't we drive up to Charlotte and see my grandparents? So drove up there Thursday night, hung out all day Friday, went out to a bar Friday night, and then came home yesterday.
It amazes me because my grandparents are so old, and like people around my age, grandparents are still alive. I'm like, man, that's what's up, man.
My grandparents are in my grandfather on my dad's side. He's in his 90s. He's got dementia, which is obviously worsening. And then my grandmother's in her 80s, and my mom's grandmother, which would be my great grandmother, she lived in her 80s, and now her mom's alive and she's in her 80s. So my family lives a long time.
You said you wanted to check out after 60. It don't look like that's what happened with the genes.
65. But yeah, it ain't looking good for the home team, It looks like I'm gonna be around an extra 20 years that I ain't asked for.
And you're working out and being healthy, so you might live past your wish list, man.
Yeah.
Might be in your 90s.
That's unfortunate.
Walking around.
Maybe I should just stop exercising and just start drinking all the time.
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
Speed up the process.
Speed up the process. Oh man. So you get to like explore around Charlotte, or you just visited the family?
I've been to Charlotte a few times, so we just we went to their house, they cooked for us and everything. Then Friday we got up and went to their gym, which is Anytime Fitness. Anytime CLT is their Instagram handle. Because everything Charlotte is CLT. The airport, everything. It's fucking, I'm not mature enough to handle going to Charlotte and seeing all these signs. Like, I take pictures of this shit and giggle like a little kid because everything is CLT. But we went to Anytime Fitness, and then we just kind of hung out Friday and napped a little. Like, I got a lot of rest the 36 hours I was there. And then Friday night we had dinner and drinks and shit and just kind of sat outside and chilled. They got a really nice you know, when you get older, you start like buying your house, you set it up how you want. Man, they spent $60,000 on their back deck. So we sat out there just like chilling on that. And I was just like, man, this type of shit I would love to have like right now. I don't want to wait till I'm in my 80s. Like, I need this shit now. And then we got dressed and went out, and it turned out it was a Halloween party, obviously, at the local bar that's like a mile away from their house. We've been there before. When I went to Cowboys and Panthers game last year, that's the same bar we went to that's down the road. So that was fun. We stayed there for a couple hours, and then Tab got too drunk. So she was hungover the next day. I woke up and went to Crunch, which, because I'm a member of Crunch, I can go anywhere. So I went to the Charlotte Crunch, which was way better than the one I go to.
Really? I thought Atlanta would have the better Crunch.
Yeah, well, the one I go to is in Marietta, which is right outside Atlanta. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but this one used to be Harris Teeter, which, if you don't know what Harris Teeter is, it's like Kroger, Publix, Safeway.
Yeah,
like, it used to be a grocery store, so it's fucking huge.
I didn't know they had Harris Teeter in the Georgia area, because we have a bunch of Harris Teeters in the Charleston, South Carolina area.
No, they don't have them here. They have them in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the one in Charlotte used to be, the grocery stores in Georgia are like Kroger, Publix, which Publix is in Florida. They're based out of Florida. That was my second job, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You enjoy working there?
I mean, I was 16, 17, 18. So.
You like those pub subs?
I do, actually. My favorite one is the ultimate. Get the ultimate on wheat bread with honey mustard, mayo, lettuce, tomato, and jalapenos. That's my shit.
It's funny you brought up Publix. Like, my homeboy Wilbur, he lives around like two Publix like back to back to each other. Like, why you got Publix so close to each other?
Yeah.
like you said, it's a Florida thing, man.
Publix is where I worked at when I was younger, and I used to see all the guys from WCW come in, like Scotty Riggs, Kevin Nash, Rey Mysterio. They all lived in the area that I was in. And so Scott Steiner came over there. Who else did I see? I saw a lot of guys come.
You worked at Subway when Kevin Nash came in?
I worked at both. It was the same shopping center.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the same
really?
shopping center. I worked at Publix and Subway in the same shopping center. So he used to come into Publix originally, and then he started coming into Subway when I left Publix and went to Subway.
Like, when he came in, did you like play it cool, or you actually acknowledge that he was Kevin Nash?
Oh, when he came into Publix, the first time I saw him, I was like,
yeah.
So this is funny. When we were younger, we used to all fight over like the hot moms and the hot girls when they were checking out. Like, I'm bagging her groceries. And there was this one hot mom that would always come in, and we used to all like legit fight over her. And one day she came in, and I was bagging her groceries, and this fucking, you could feel somebody standing like behind you, and I fucking turned around. It was Kevin Nash. That was his wife.
She was bad.
Oh man, that girl was fine. And so I was like, oh, it's Kevin Nash. He's like, he was always cool. He's always, what's up, brother? How's it going? Like, he never like acted like he was better than anybody else. I will always say that. Like, every interaction I ever had with him, he was always like polite and friendly. Like, he came to Subway one time. We were playing the Isley Brothers' new CD, and he was like, is that the Isley Brothers y'all listen to? We were like, how the fuck you know about the Isley Brothers? He's like, I'm from Detroit. I'm like 40 years old from Detroit. Yeah, I know about the Isley Brothers.
And that Mr. Biggs, that had been like the Mr. Biggs era, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Mr. Biggs.
Nice. That's what's up. You have any other interactions with like Scott Steiner? You said him and Rey Mysterio walked in.
I just kind of saw Scott Steiner. I didn't really fuck with him. My buddy Pedro walked up to Rey Mysterio and like tapped him on the shoulder real aggressive. And Rey Mysterio turns around and this big fucking 6'5" Puerto Rican dude standing there. He's like, are you Rey Mysterio? He was like, yeah. He's like, you're one of my favorite wrestlers, and like shook his hand. And Rey Mysterio was just kind of like, what the hell? Scotty Riggs from the American Males used to come in a lot.
American Males?
Yeah.
American.
Not too many women wrestlers were around back then, but I saw a lot of WCW people back then when I lived in Kennesaw area of Atlanta.
That's what's up, man. Good old days, late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun
Was
back
Rey
then.
Mysterio have his mask off?
No, he had his mask up. Well, I mean, it was. I don't even know how Pedro knew it was Rey Mysterio. I don't know. I mean, I don't mean to be racist. Pedro was Puerto Rican. Maybe he followed lucha shit closer than I did back then, and that's how he recognized him. But he walked right up to him, and said, "You Rey Mysterio?" He said, "Yep." He didn't have his mask
So,
on.
so this was like before he got. Remember Eric Bischoff
Yeah.
made him unmask?
No, this
With
was
the
way
dirty
before
animal,
that. This was
filthy
like
animal?
97-ish, 98. Well, it had to be 98 because I had to be 16 to work at Publix. So it was 98-ish.
Okay, so damn, how did you know? Like you said, you must have followed him.
I don't fucking know how he did that. And this is before social media, too. So, like, he walked right up to him. You Rey Mysterio? I'm like, Pedro, leave that dude alone. He ain't bothering nobody.
You still a cool Pedro?
No, unfortunately, he passed away like 10 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends in the world. He passed away 10, 12 years ago. That's the one that, if you ever see me on social media and I take a shot of Paul Masson in November, it's usually for his birthday. That was his favorite drink. I don't know why he liked that nasty ass shit. I swear he's like laughing every time I have to take a shot of it because he knows I don't fucking like it. But that's all he drank. Paul Masson. Paul make
Paul
me
Masson.
fall.
That's the Cavarsi? Is that almost?
A brandy.
It's brandy?
Cheap brandy.
Yeah. Hey man.
You
Rest
get
in
that
peace,
shit for like
Pedro.
$8. Even with the price of shit in America now, you get that shit for like $8 a bottle. That shit is trash. But he fucking loved it. So every year I take a shot for him.
You probably had the same bottle you had for the past few years. If you probably only take one shot
I
a
did.
year and then put it back.
I had to buy so this past time I actually took something different because I had ran out of the Paul Masson finally and I didn't go buy any more. So I took a shot of Crown for it. But yeah, I had that same bottle for like 8-9 years after he passed away. Just taking a shot of that here and there.
So, rest in peace to Pedro. But when'd you get back from Charlotte?
Yesterday. We got back yesterday.
Yesterday. So it was like a nice quick turnaround then, right?
Yeah. A little 4-hour drive. Nothing
So you didn't. Oh, so you didn't do anything for Halloween, like?
No, we just went out to the bar, like I said, and then my kids weren't really doing anything, so it's like, all right, well, I guess I'll go to Charlotte.
Yeah, I got in Jacksonville Friday around 5. And man, I haven't been here since 2018 or 2016 actually. It's been like 9 years since I've been here. 'Cause once I graduated, like my ex was like a year behind me, so I used to drive back and forth from South Carolina here, but I hadn't been since my ex graduated. So things have definitely changed around here. Like you ever go back to somewhere you haven't been in a while, like that wasn't there, that wasn't
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
it's like a whole new world. And me and my homeboys went out to the area. It's like their bar area. It's called Riverside, and we went on Halloween night. So you know the riffraff are out and the woman
Thoughts was
scantily
thoughting.
clad. Exactly. Thoughts was thought. And I had my T'Challa costume. I was Black Panther.
Oh, no
So,
shit.
yeah, I got a lot of compliments on that. But one of my homeboys, he came out in a banana costume. He was getting more comments than I was. Like, I had like a well thought out outfit, and he just had this banana costume, and girls were coming up to him and complimenting. I'm like, this is simple. It's a simple ass costume, and get more compliments than I.
It's phallically shaped. Girls like that shit.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe having Black Panther, maybe people weren't down for the cause, they didn't like that.
Yeah. That's funny about Jacksonville. Last time I went was right after it was the first show AEW did after COVID, and when they did it at Daly's place. That's the last time I've been to Jackson. Sting's first match back, where it wasn't a what do they call it, theatrical or whatever the fuck.
What you call it? Yeah, like the Hardy type match.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those matches. It was actually him wrestling in public. And I remember I was drunk as hell, and my ex was there. She went to get us another drink, and the Sting match started. And they started out hot, like fucking Scorpio Sky, and I can't remember who his partner was at the time, but it was Sting and Darby versus Scorpio. It had to be somebody from SCU. and Scorpio and Sting was going at it on the
Kazarian?
ramp. Yeah, it had to be Kazarian. Scorpio and Sting was going at it on the ramp, and this was right after Sting's injury. Like, he just came back, and Scorpio Sky fucking suplexed him on the ramp, and Sting fucking no-sold that shit and got up and started beating on his chest. Boy, when I tell you I lost my shit seeing that, I started beating on my chest and hollering. I said, thank God nobody's here that I know. Like, I was fucking in it there, buddy. I was like 10 years old again.
It's crazy. When you I remember you said you went like some backstage thing. You saw Britt Baker or something back then.
No, we were at the bar at the Marriott where the wrestlers were staying, and we were all pre-gaming before we went to the show. And there was this older couple with like Britt Baker shirts and shit on, and we were kind of talking shit to them, like just everybody having fun. Turns out it was her parents. And they fucking bought everybody rounds of drinks at the bar and shit like that. And that was the night she won the title from Riho. And so when she came back, it was like an after party. And her parents like, yeah, these people are cool or whatever. But I was like, I'm not trying to fucking. And then the next day, everybody left. We stayed a day later. And Tim from, I don't even remember what the name of their show is. They've changed it so fucking much. Tim was there. And his podcast? Yeah, Tim and his ex-wife Angel were there too. So me and my ex and those two were hanging out, and we're having lunch, and just fucking Britt Baker walks by. I swear, it was a bottle about that big of Grey Goose, and her and Tony Khan walked by us like in the middle of the day, and they went somewhere. It was like 4 or 5 people, but those are the two that I recognized. And then when they came back, we weren't done having lunch yet. The bottle was damn near half gone. I was like, they celebrating like a motherfucker. Might have that as turned though, because Britt ain't even on TV anymore.
She still signed with the company?
Far as I know, she is.
Her and Tony just hanging out, huh?
Yeah, just hanging out, drinking vodka.
Wonder if they were doing some stuff on the side.
Hey man, all I know is our running joke was billionaires don't tie their shoes, because this motherfucker's both his shoelaces were untied.
Really?
Yeah, he was just walking around just waiting to fucking trip and fall and cause a lawsuit.
Classic Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yesterday, we went to this house party because, you know, the Florida, Georgia, that's the big thing around here. World's largest cocktail party. And my friend is an attorney for the state of Florida. So his whole office was there. And I think it's nationwide. People in offices just hook up. So, because I was hearing stories here and there. This guy's talking to this person. He got divorced. And I'm like, man, this is like almost like high school.
Oh, yeah. It's like NXT.
Exactly. And I met this refugee from Ukraine, and she was telling me her backstory and whatnot. And the guy she's dating, I don't know if she liked him too much. I don't know. It's giving me an interesting vibe. And his last name, let's just say his last name is very popular company that is you're probably subscribed to the subscription. That's the hint I'll give you.
Well, I don't have many subscriptions, so
Huh?
It won't be hard to narrow that down. So he's related to the person that's in charge of a subscription-based thing like that?
Well, yeah, not just a subscription. This company has sports networks, and so
he's got money.
Yeah, so he was an older dude too, because she was my age, but the guy was like probably in his late 40s, early 50s. So yeah, she said she would rather be in the UK than here because she wants to run a business and they're strict on people open up businesses over here and blah blah this and blah blah that. And then so I got pretty drunk this house party, Chris. I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm surprised I was.
As a matter of fact, I'm still at the house party right now.
Exactly. So after we left there, we went back downtown to go eat some food. I just remember housing some nachos. Oh, also I took a whole bottle of what did I have? I had Maker's Mark, and I basically killed the whole bottle, and we were leaving. It
the whole bottle?
Bottles. It was like one of the smaller bottles. You know, the smaller
oh, like
bottles.
A pint?
Yeah, like a pint.
Basically
Right.
half of a regular bottle. I got you.
Yeah. And
That's still a
so
lot though.
we were leaving the party, and I put the other half in like my water bottle, and I put a little bit. I cut it with a little bit of water, but I ended up taking that bottle into the bar we went to get food. And like halfway when we were in there, the one of the waiters he's like, "You can't have that in here, sir." And he took my bottle away. But it's kind of blessing in disguise because if I would have finished the rest of that bottle, I probably wouldn't be recording today.
So you
I
just did
woke
me a
up.
favor.
Yeah. Yeah, so one of my other homeboys, he came up from South Carolina and he went to law school with us too. He was, on the app. He's a single guy. He's on the app. He met this cougar and he went home with her and did what he had to do. And she didn't even let him stay over. Like after they were done, she kicked him out. And I woke up. I was like, oh man, where's Travis? Oh, well, I already said his name.
Little late.
I was trying to keep his name out of the story, but I'm like, where is he? Where is he at? And I called him, he didn't answer. So I woke up, finished watching Saturday Night's Main Event, and then I'm like, let's see where Chad is at. I woke up on the couch. I'm like, man, he already back, because I thought he was gonna be at it. Then he told me a story about him getting kicked out, and he had to take an Uber all the way back from Jacksonville to St. Augustine.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah, so hey man.
You know, if I was single, that's the type of cougar I'd like. Let's not make this weird. We did what we had to do. You know, I don't need to stay over. I don't want to eat your kids' fruit snacks in the morning. Like, let me go ahead and go home.
Yeah, she has like an adult child. I mean, her kid was finishing up high school, 18, but technically adult, I guess. But yeah, good thing she didn't, like you said, have Rugrats running around. That would have been weird.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, man.
Did you happen to catch any of the World Series last night?
Yeah, we were in the bar and they turned that double play. The bar was going crazy.
Man,
You get to watch it too?
Yeah, I started watching the seventh inning because I was watching. I watched Saturday Night's Main Event live last night. My girlfriend wasn't feeling good, so she went to bed early. So I was like, cool, I fucking enjoy wrestling by myself, and then played a game of Madden. I was like, oh shit, the World Series is on. So I threw that on after the Georgia-Florida game. Also, real quick, my buddy Brent that you met in Vegas, he placed 2 bets. I'm gonna show the picture. I'm gonna look at the picture real quick so I'm not lying to you about what the fuck this dumbass did. He sent me this picture and he goes, I don't normally sports gamble, but these are the 2 bets. He picked one bet, Georgia to win, straight up. He bet $7,500 to win $2,700. That doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. When you're betting 3 times more than you're winning. But then he bet the spread, Georgia to win by 7, $2,100 to win $1,900. I guess I could see that one. I don't know if you watched the game or not, but Georgia's up by 4, and Stockton runs, and he has a wide open touchdown and just downs the ball on the 1. Cost Brent $2,000.
Oh my. Yeah, that game was closer than I thought. Because like I said, I was here for Florida, Georgia, so they had it on at the house party. They had all the games on all the big screens, and we were like halfway paying attention because I was getting drunk. Like we were playing flip cup and shit. But like I'm like, why is this game so close?
Yeah.
Like what? How come Georgia? How come Florida and made it so close? Like would they just get hyped up for
it's
a
like
rivalry game?
It's like the Cowboys and Giants. You know what I mean? Like no matter how much better or Cowboys and Eagles or Cowboys and Commanders, no matter how much better one of them is than the other, like it's always close.
Yeah, 24-20. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he picked them -7, but he was pissed, and I'm like, bro, you bet $10,000 and you won $500. Like, yeah, that sucks, but at least you didn't lose 10 grand. Which then takes me to, on the way back from Charlotte yesterday, I stopped at Two Kings Casino. I told Tabitha, I said, we're only going to be here for an hour. And I went in there to play roulette, and the roulette table, they only had one, it was crowded. So I played the machine roulette. We sat down at that. I put $40 in, EJ, walked out with 400 an hour later.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And you said this is the slots?
It's
roulette.
roulette, but it's like the instead of having a dealer, it's a machine that does it, and it keeps going. Like, you got 30 seconds to make your bets in between, which I like. I don't like all the fucking people around and the dealer having to count shit out. Like, the machine just gives you your shit real quick. And so we sat there. I said, I only want to be here for an hour. And I was mad that I said that, because I was killing it. Like, I probably could have lost it all, or I could have doubled what I had already. But yeah, that was fun. And then came home, watched MLB. Like I said, I started watching around the 7th inning. The Dodgers made two of the most clutch defensive plays I've ever seen. That fucking throw out at home plate when they were about to lose was ridiculous. And then the very next bat, guy fucking rips one in the center field, and the Dodgers are coming at each other. If you haven't seen it, they're coming at each other, and you're like, oh, they're gonna run into each other. Oh, they ran into each other, but the motherfucker still made the catch. Like, tackled his own fucking teammate, made the catch, saved the World Series. And then the next inning, they hit a single home run and get a double play to win the whole fucking thing. They made two of the most ridiculous fucking defensive plays I've ever seen before.
I gotta watch the highlights, man. Sometimes it's just meant to be destiny.
Yeah.
Because they were down what? They were down 3-1?
They were down 3. They were down the whole game. It was like it was the 9th inning when that guy hit that home run, like, to tie the game. And then when they went to extras, a guy hits a fucking it was the bottom of the 9th when they made those two crazy defensive plays. Like, bases loaded, guy rips one down the center. The shortstop, instead of trying to go for the double play and get it, he just gets one and throws the guy out at home. And I'm like, wow, that was pretty fucking smart. Like, I didn't even think of that. I thought, oh, you get the double play, but it would have been close. And then the very next pitch, motherfucker rips it, EJ, and it's like the crowd's going crazy because they're in Toronto. They're like, we just won the World Series. And out of nowhere, this motherfucker comes flying out, knocks his fucking teammate over, makes a catch flying through the air, and he made that catch, and I tweeted. I said, that's it. Dodgers going to win. Like,
you were right.
Yeah, it's like, you had your chances, Toronto, and you fucked it up. And then of course, somebody posts the fucking Kendrick Lamar riding off with a Dodgers thing on it. Drake standing in the background with his arms folded. I said, they won't leave my dog alone.
That's hilarious. That man can't catch a W. It was just last year. But yeah, man, like, baseball season is long, but when they have, like, when it's exciting like that, that's what makes it fun. When something's on the line, like postseason baseball is basically when I start watching. Yeah, it was a good sports weekend so far for college-wise. I won the rivalry. Georgia Tech lost. I'm surprised to see Georgia Tech lose.
Yeah. So I've talked about it on here. I got promoted to assistant territory manager at my job. My territory manager is a big Georgia Tech fan. So it's going to be fun this week fucking with him. But then when I go to Winston-Salem for WrestleCade is the weekend that Georgia plays Georgia Tech. So, of course, I'll be at the Marriott bar watching that like I was last year. Hopefully Ric Flair doesn't bring out that fucking riffraff in there like he did last year.
Yeah, that man was drunk as a skunk. I don't know how he keeps getting these second chances at life, man. He went in a coma and still drinking out there.
Not just drinking, like he was knocking them bitches back, them vodka cranberries.
Yeah, man. Hey,
more power to him.
I guess it's working. Yeah, more power to him. But hopefully the Cowboys will keep it going on your professional team front on Monday. Fingers crossed. We'll see.
We'll talk about that later. Let's get into some wrestling, man. We've been here bullshitting for fucking 30 minutes. Saturday night's main event was last night. Real quick, I got on Netflix this morning while I was at the gym on the elliptical, and it told me, it looks like you have a VPN that you're signed into.
Oh, no.
It didn't make me sign out, and I was still able to, like, I still clicked on SmackDown and all that shit, but it looks like it's coming.
Dang, man.
It says, there's a problem. You seem to be using a VPN or proxy. Please turn off these services and try again. For more help, visit our help center. Because I was trying to finish up watching The Hunting Wives. I'm on, like, the last episode. But it's got me set as I'm Canadian now on my phone, which could be good. If they leave me set there, that means I can still watch all the pay-per-views or whatever. But yeah, looks like they're about to start cracking down on the VPNs on Netflix.
Why can't they just let us have a W for once? Why do they
Yeah.
gotta be so stingy with money and stuff?
Let us be great.
How much how much more money do y'all need, man?
Why the fuck would Netflix care anyway? Like, I'm still paying them.
Like we said, maybe ESPN's like, we're not getting as much views as we should be. Maybe ESPN is putting the pressure on them.
How would ESPN put the pressure on Netflix, though? Are they under the same company or anything? Like, if I'm
Well,
Netflix, I don't give a fuck if you're using the VPN. Just pay for my service.
maybe they're like, we're gonna start suing if we keep seeing people using VPNs to watch your stuff. I don't know, man. I'm just
How can they sue
coming up out
Netflix,
here.
though? Netflix ain't doing anything wrong.
Yeah. Well, why else would they crack down on the VPN, man?
That's my question. But
Gotta be
Saturday,
there's some reason.
Saturday night's main event was last night. This show started out, I thought, this is going to be fun. Like, it starts out with Cody versus Drew, and I'm thinking, if Punk and Jay are main eventing, something's fucking going down. Of course it didn't. But Cody beats Drew again, and I think Drew and Jay are in the same predicament right now. Like, where do you go from here with either? Drew, for the past 3 years, has had the best story leading up to every match he's been in. He makes his shit feel important. But then at the end of the feud, or the end of the match, he loses he lost the feud to Punk. He lost the feud to Jay. And now he's losing to Cody. After he beat Rollins, but he got fucking cashed in on 5 minutes later. And then lost to Damian Priest again. Like, he makes everything feel so important, but then at the end of the day, he gets beat. So, like, if you're a fan of Drew, how do you take his shit seriously now?
You can't. What is the phrase they say? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, right?
Yeah.
He's like Mr. Reliable. Like they call them when they're in a pinch and they need somebody to have a title match, but not go over. Like I don't know where you go here from now from with Drew because aren't they starting to tease Cody going to the dark side? Didn't he DDT him on the title or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. He cheated basically. So Drew's got a beef, but I'm over it. Like, yeah, you kind of got worked by the referee, but I don't give a fuck if you come out and say Cody should have lost, he cheated. Like, you're not going to win.
So, kind of looking forward, when do you think Cody drops the title now? Like you said, they're not going to put on Drew. You think maybe like a Randy could take it off of him?
I honestly don't even see who would take it from. I thought it was Drew. Fatu's hurt. They're not going to let Solo take it from him. Like, who's a heel on SmackDown? Aleister Black? He ain't going to win the fucking belt.
That's the funniest joke I've heard you say in a while. Aleister Black. Yeah, he's taking Karrion Kross's style right now.
Yeah, he ain't going to win.
Didn't you tell me they were supposed to be doing like a roster shakeup or a draft in the fall? What happened to that?
I thought they were. That was everything that was reported, and now it's like, mum's the word on that shit.
I don't know, man. This your boy Triple H, man. Thought you told me you was the best booker this century.
I ain't never said no shit like that. You know I like that motherfucker.
Yeah, they're running thin on heels. What do you think about Cody's second run with this title so far?
It's been just as weak as his fucking first run. Cody's not a good champion. I feel like I always have to preface this when I talk about Cody. I like Cody. I'm a Cody fan. But Cody fucking sucks as the champion. He's awful. And he sucks as a babyface. He's a corporate fucking kiss up. Like, why are we cheering for this motherfucker? He comes out. We're wrestling fans, right? We wear black t-shirts. We got neck beards. I say we. I'm being facetious. But we, as wrestling fans, we don't shower much. You know what I mean? Like, we don't get groomed. Cody gets his fucking eyebrows done, all that shit. Why are people cheering for this fucking guy? He's got nothing in common with you. He's a corporate kiss ass. He's a heel. He's everything The Rock was for the corporation back in 1998 when you were booing him. But now it's cool to cheer for that guy? Fuck the system.
People like doing what? Maybe that's why they cheer for him.
I don't get it. But Cody's an awful champion. Cody's a good, people used to say this about Sting when I was younger. Sting's way better without the belt. Like, once he gets the belt, it's not that good. And I used to hate that shit because I always wanted my guy to have the belt. But they were right. Like, when Sting didn't have the belt, he was, like, lit on fire. When he did have the belt, he just got his ass kicked all the time by, like, Vader and Sid Vicious and all these guys. Cody's not a good champ. His reign has been mid.
So, who's your favorite like babyface champion in the past 10 years or so in WWE?
As a babyface?
Yeah.
They
I'm
don't
trying
really
to think myself.
book baby. I mean, think about like when Daniel Bryan won, what they did with him. He fucking changed the main event to WrestleMania, and then he was feuding with Kane after that. Think about when Roman won. Actually, when Roman won the first time, he was feuding with AJ Styles, and then the Bloodline and the Good Brothers got involved, and it was actually pretty decent. But I think that was his only good booking as babyface champion. Cody sucks as babyface. Jey Uso's booking as a babyface champion wasn't good.
So when AJ Styles won it the first time, he was a heel. I think the second time he won it, when he ended up defending against Nakamura, I think I like that one because AJ Styles just putting on bangers. I didn't like Seth when he was a babyface as champion. Kofi we like, but they, like you said, they kind of booked him weird.
Yeah,
I like Kofi won it.
He was fighting Dolph Ziggler. Nothing against Dolph Ziggler. Dolph is the man, but like, we're really doing pay-per-view matches against Dolph Ziggler?
It should have been me. Isn't that era, though? I remember they made that into a meme.
That's literally me every time I see Damian Priest and Lola Vice together.
It should have been me. That's hilarious. What about Big E? How did you like Big E's run?
I didn't like his run either. Especially how he lost.
Uh-huh. Why they have such a trouble with booking babyfaces as champions? I don't get it.
Because the guy in charge was a heel and was a suck-up and didn't know shit about actually making babyfaces look good. He only made himself look good as a heel. Think about when Triple H was the champion. He shit all over The Rock, basically. He shit all over Kurt Angle. He shit all over Mick Foley. He doesn't know how to book babyfaces. He knows how to book heels.
Even like Vince started losing it as far as being able to book faces on the end of his tenure. He did a hell of a job with Stone Cold. Cena, he had so many reigns, it's hard to think of which was the best Cena.
I feel like Cena was a good run as a babyface champ, though people hated it, but I think Cena was done the right way. Like, look, he's the guy. Get over it.
Wasn't Punk a heel his year-long run?
He started out as a face when he won, and then he turned heel when The Rock came out to help, and he turned on The Rock, and that was when The Rock ended up being the one taking the belt from him. But about 100 days into his 430-something days, he turned heel.
Okay, so,
because they can't book a babyface.
Well, they got to figure out what to do with Cody. Like you said, this ain't working for me, but... What do you think about what was the next match? It was Jade, right? The next match?
Yep. Jade squashes Tiffany Stratton. One, I loved it. How'd you
feel about that?
I loved it because I love Jade. I'm excited she's the champ. I don't want to hear all this. These motherfuckers online, they got to rock to sit up. You know what I mean? Like, they're sitting on the couch and they got to three or four times in order to get up. She's green. She doesn't know what she's doing. Have you looked at that woman? Have you looked at her? That is a physical specimen that like 1% of the world can attain to be built like her. She's athletic as hell. She's powerful. I love the fact that they just said, go out there and beat the fuck out of Tiffany. And she did. Well, we don't need no 5-star match. We just make her Brock Lesnar. And that's what we did. What she do? Like 3 fall-away slams in a row? Like 3 power bombs and then beat her? Mm-hmm. That's all she needs to do. She doesn't need to be going out there doing no fucking arm drag takeover. For what? Look at that lady. She's bigger than everybody else. She's better than everybody else. Just have her whoop ass. And that's what she did last night. Tiffany, as much as I fucking loved her in NXT, she was not hitting this champion.
Nah, she wasn't. And she's just a natural heel. That's another question I was gonna ask you. Isn't SmackDown a little bit thin on the babyface side as far as the women go?
I'm trying to think who's on SmackDown.
Exactly. These roster, like, they have a lot of talent in WWE, but the way they got these rosters set up is kind of trash, isn't it?
It's so many injuries too. Like, people are hurt. Liv's out, Bianca's out, Naomi's pregnant. I feel like there's one more injury that I'm missing. Rhea's hurt too now. She broke her nose. So, like, they got a lot of injuries in the women's division. But, yeah, I don't really know who's on the SmackDown babyface women's roster.
Yeah. I mean, Nia's a heel. Charlotte and
Alexa those are your faces, I guess.
They're in a tag team, though. Julia's a heel. Who's Kiana James, her manager's a heel. Chelsea is a heel, even though she's basically like a tweener and people cheer for her. But I haven't really seen her like that. I still hadn't finished watching SmackDown. I watched like 3/4 of it, so I'll probably finish on my plane. But I don't know who else they have besides Tiffany.
We got Alba Fire, Alexa Bliss, B-Fab, Bianca, who's injured, Candice LeRae, Charlotte, Chelsea Green, Julia, Jade Cargill. Those are your women on SmackDown.
There's no baby faces for her to go up against. Like you said, they got to book her dominant.
Holy shit. 1, 2, 3,
that's
4,
insane.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They only got 9 women on SmackDown? That can't be right.
I think you're right. Who else they have? Nia, you said Nia already.
Nia wasn't even listed. So yeah, this can't be. And this is the official WWE website. Oh, okay. It didn't update. All right, here we go. We got Michin, Naomi, who's out. Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, who's out. Tiffany Stratton, who's probably out now with injury. So you have about 13 women on the SmackDown roster. But
looking at it right now, who you gonna throw Michin at her? B-Fab?
Yeah. She's got to have an issue with Nia, right?
But they're both heels at this point. I mean, you could go heel, but
yeah,
both of them are dominant. How you gonna like book that? Either one looks strong in that one.
And how the fuck is Naomi on the SmackDown roster when she was the Raw champion?
Yeah, she was on SmackDown's roster when she won the Raw title, which I don't know how that makes sense. I mean, she cashed in. I guess you could cash in on anybody you want to. But yeah, technically, she's a SmackDown superstar.
There's nobody on. They're gonna have to call up some people from NXT.
And then what though? Like, you can't just throw them at the champion, can you?
I mean, I feel like Lash is ready to come up. I feel like Jada Parker is ready to come up. Maybe Jordan Grace. Yeah, they're gonna have to call some NXT women up for SmackDown. SmackDown needs help, man. This SmackDown roster in itself is not good. Like, I'm gonna read you the SmackDown roster, and you tell me if this is a show you want to watch. Alba Fire, Aleister Black, Alex Shelley, Alexa Bliss, Angel Garza, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews. I didn't even know Apollo Crews still worked there. Axiom.
I didn't know either, man. You shocked me with that one.
B-Fab, Alberto, Bianca, Candice LeRae, Mello. All right, now we're cooking. Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Chris Sabin, Cody Rhodes. I forget Damian Priest is on here. Dexter Lumis, Julia, Eric Rowan, Elton Prince, Drew McIntyre, Dragunov, Fatu, Jade Cargill. You got all the motherfuckers from MFT. They still got Kevin Owens listed. This man might not even come back. Johnny Gargano, Joe Gacy, Jimmy Uso still listed. Michael Cole, Nathan Frazier, Naomi, Montez Ford, Michin, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross. They got Paul Heyman as fucking. He's in the Vision. This is clearly not updated. R-Truth, Piper Niven, Randy Orton, Ray Phoenix, Solo, Nakamura, Sami Zayn. They still got Roman Reigns listed as SmackDown. That's not true either. The Miz, Tiffany Stratton, Ciampa, Uncle Howdy, and Zelina Vega.
Not good. They got a solid tag team division, but everything else is like, it's funny that you brought up R-Truth. I did see that on SmackDown. Like, they just made us forget that he's just a comedy person now. He came in a Santa Claus costume. Like, this is something our intelligence at this point, Rucker.
Yeah, they R-Truth and Jay Uso were the here nigga dams from this year.
Basically, I thought R-Truth was coming out like Ron Killings. Like, remember him in TNA?
Yeah.
Seriously kicking ass and stuff. And
That's what everybody thought.
Comedy guy. Now he's a comedy guy again.
Triple H said, "This is not in my plans. I'm not changing what I had planned for y'all. I don't give a fuck who you chant for. I gave you Jey Uso. I let him have a 1 month title run. Now look at him."
Wasn't they chanting something at the last PLE and he just ignored it? I can't remember who they were chanting for, but they just ignored. He just ignored it.
Oh, they were chanting, "We want Cross," and he said they were chanting, "We want Brock," and they were like, "No, nigga, that's not what we said." And then he fucking released Karrion Kross. Like,
this fucking guy, man. If I were a Truth, man, remember they let him go, and then the fans brought him back. He shouldn't have signed with him. He should have said, "Fuck it, man." Went with the Hurt Syndicate.
Man, look.
You know how
them
happy
TKO checks be hitting, I'm sure. R-Truth ain't trying to hear that shit. Hell yeah, I fucking dressed up as Santa Claus.
You know, like you said, Tony Khan's a billionaire that walks around with his shoes untied. He would have paid him. And man, I know how happy you've been with how Shelton looks in the Hurt Syndicate. You don't think they would have R-Truth, Ron Killings tossing people around if he was in there?
I don't. R-Truth is a different type wrestler than Shelton is. And at his age, I don't think he could. If this was 15 years ago, I think R-Truth would be great in AEW. But the way he wrestles, I don't think his age lets him do what he used to do back in the day. Because Truth was one of the most athletic fucking wrestlers there in the history of wrestling. But he's like 54 now, you know? You can't do that shit the way you used to do. You can do the jumping splits all you want, but you know them knees are shot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has like slowed down just a little bit, but I guess you're right, man. Maybe them TKO checks hitting too hard. He's like, I'm just gonna chill here and dress up like Santa Claus. But I don't know, man. Like you said, the roster's weak. But how'd you feel about Dom ringing the bell?
I know. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it sucked that he pinned Rusev because I want Rusev to be the one to take the belt from him, but I feel like Rusev is kind of like R-Truth. He's just there collecting that money now, you know? Yeah, I'll be on TV and lose. I
don't get like the Rusev thing. Why didn't they like pivot when he came back? Because all his presentation is Miro. He just is Rusev in name. Like, why didn't they present him as like Miro? I feel like you said, he's just there right now.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But Dom's fucking. I don't know who. Much like Cody, I don't see who's gonna be the one to beat Dom. I thought this was a perfect way to take the belt off of him by having it as a triple threat, and he still found a way to fucking cheat and win.
That was clever though, him ringing the bell. I thought the match was over. Did you think it was over?
No, because I didn't see even the referee. Like as soon as it happened, the ref was like, "What the fuck?" And then they showed Dom sitting there, his little sleazy ass. His presentation is perfect, man. Like he's killing it. The mustache, the mullet, like he just looks like a sleazy fucking car salesman.
Yeah, like his dad, right, Eddie?
Yeah, got all the juice too, getting all the women.
Do they have any word on is Liv close to coming back?
I don't know. She finally started posting on social media again lately, so I'm guessing she is. Did you notice something on Monday Night Raw? They were backstage and it was a Judgment Day segment, and they were like, "Dom, you got to quit cheating so much." And he was like, "I've never cheated." And Roxanne, like her, if you go back and watch, like Roxanne's, this little shit that I look into, it looked like they were trying to make it seem like Roxanne and Dom had already hooked up and he cheated on Liv with her.
Like she did like a smirk or like
He's like, "I've never cheated." She like started blushing and like kind of looked away.
Yeah, that's a good little subtle thing they're doing.
Yeah.
But you're talking about you don't know who's gonna beat him. You don't like seeing Penta beating him for the title?
Penta's,
Why not?
I don't know. Penta's an
You don't like
entrance.
Penta?
I like him, but I don't give a fuck about Penta.
Man, I just loved him as the Lucha Brothers in AEW. I feel like they kind of like watered him down his like wrestling style. And like you said, he's just an entrance now.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind
You
Finn
see,
Balor being the one to beat him.
Finn Balor don't need the IC title again. I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
It's just
But
for the story, though.
yeah, they don't have any titles right now, so that might be the route that they go.
I mean, and Dom pinned Finn to win the title at WrestleMania.
That's who he pinned?
Yeah,
We were
he
there. I
fucking,
was
because
there.
Finn hit the fucking coup de grace, and then when he was, right when he laid over, Dom hit him with the frog splash and pinned him.
Yeah, that would be a full circle story if they did that. I don't know, man. They need to shake these rosters up because I'm just trying to think of like matchups and rivalries in my head. I'm like, where do they go with this now? Where do they go with that?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
The SmackDown roster, we just read over it. That shit is awful.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the plan is for that. It's just WWE as a whole is starting to turn into the Dallas Cowboys.
How do you mean?
They give you just enough. Like the Cowboys are like, they might go 8-8 this year. So they give you just enough to keep paying attention to them. But at the end of the day, it really means nothing.
Man, I don't know, man. Now you got me thinking about the Cowboys and Monday Night Football, and
Because,
I get sad.
like, Jerry could make all these trades and try to better the defense when you got an all-world offense, but he's not going to do it. Triple H could listen to the fans, and you got guys like LA Knight, Jey Uso, Karrion Kross. You got women's wrestlers like Chelsea Green that are way over, right? He's just going to give you just enough to keep cheering for him, but he actually ain't going to fucking go all the way with him. Like, even Jey Uso's title run was, like, trash when you look back on it. He had the belt for fucking 52 days.
He had it that little of time?
He didn't even have it 2 months.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, he defended it against Seth on Monday Night Raw to a draw. He beat Logan Paul on Saturday night's main event with the help of Cody. He wrestled a tag match with Cody and then lost it to Gunther on a random Monday Night Raw. It was less than 60 days.
Respectful.
Right.
He didn't get the triple digit days.
So it was based like Dom's had the Intercontinental title since WrestleMania. He's the only champion from WrestleMania that still has the belt.
That's crazy. Well, Tiffany had it for a long time, but she just lost it.
Yeah. Well, she had it before WrestleMania.
Yeah, she did. I don't know.
But yeah, they're like the Dallas Cowboys. They give you a little bit of what you want just to keep stringing you along, and at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do to turn a profit.
You know, yeah, the highest valued franchise in all the sports.
Yeah, and WWE's the highest valued fucking wrestling company in the world. So at the end of the day, you can cheer and bring your signs and wear your shirts and all that shit you want to, but they're just going to do what they want. Which leads us to, well, actually, Punk wins the world title. What do you think about that before we get to the WrestleMania promo?
I thought the match was really good. What do you think about the actual match?
I thought it was good. There was a couple hiccups in there, but from both sides. Like, both guys fucked up a couple times.
What was the hiccup?
There was one where everybody that's going around where Punk was trying to do a neck breaker and Jay thought it was DDT and Punk like kicked him in the head because he fucked it up and came back and did it. And that fucking spear by Punk when Jay hit him with the go to sleep was trash. Other than that, I thought the match was good, especially the end of it. I thought they went to the well too many times with the go to sleep. The guy falls against the ropes and falls back down on Punk. Like, we've seen that shit like 5 times now. Like, it was cool the first time, but like, we've seen it.
You know what I hate when they do the go to sleep or anybody does a finish move and they like roll out the ring. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
I don't mind that. I thought that was smart by Jay. When Jay rolled out of the ring, I was like, thank God. Because I wanted Jay to win. But that little fucking fall against the ropes and then fall back on Punk as he's on his knees, like, get the fuck out of here. I thought it was super odd, though, that Punk just won flat out and then nothing happened. Like, with that being in the main event spot over Cody and Drew, I thought some shit was going down and nothing fucking happened. Just Jay loses again. And Jay, which we talked about earlier, in the same situation that Drew's in now, where it's like, and if you listen, Jay's entrances and his crowd reaction, it's nowhere near what it was 6 months ago. It's because we've been watching the boy get beat ever since WrestleMania. Like, there's nothing to cheer for.
Hey, I don't know, man. Where do you think they go with him from here? Heel?
I hope so. I mean, honestly, I think it's a bit late. I thought they should have did it a month, 2 months ago. But now after he just keeps losing and keeps getting more aggressive, they're kind of telegraphing that that's where he's going. I feel like if he just would have did it a month or two ago out of nowhere, it would have been more impactful. But now that the crowd reactions are dying down for him, it's like they're doing it out of desperation. They're like, oh, he's not as over anymore. Let's turn him heel. As opposed to turning him heel when he's at the height of his popularity. I think it means more when that type of shit happens. Like, I always talk about Seth Rollins turning on the Shield. The Shield had just beat Evolution in an elimination match the night before, 3-0. They were on top of the world. And Seth Rollins turns heel and fucking kills all of it.
Yeah, I mean, do it before it starts actually dying down. It's not as impactful once it dies down. But do you also, though, do you just want to be stubborn and just have them stay the same, though? I feel like that's equally as bad.
If you're going to have him keep losing, what's the point?
Because he's bulletproof, though, right?
Is he? It doesn't seem like he's bulletproof because, like I just said, the crowd reaction's dying down for him.
I mean, but people still, what do you mean the crowd reaction is dying down?
If you watched that crowd reaction last night when he came out and you pay it. Now, I will say this, too. The booking hasn't done him any favors because he's constantly... Who's he been fighting with the last couple months? LA Knight and CM Punk. Also 2 big fan favorites. So now you're making the crowd choose. Instead of putting them against Gunther, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Now you're making the crowd choose. It's just not...
I mean...
I don't know.
What heel... Like you said, you could throw the Bronze at him, but that... Like, I don't know. Like I said, these rosters are constructed weirdly. Gunther's out. The Browns are your biggest heels now that Rollins is out.
He could be beefing with Rusev.
Yeah. But look how they booking Rusev. They're booking Rusev like trash right now. I don't know.
Exactly. If you book Rusev better, you got a monster heel to go up against Jay and keep Jay out of the title picture. Like, Triple H sucks. I've been talking about this shit for a year now, and nobody wants to fucking listen. Everybody thinks he's so good. This guy's trash.
So, out of those 3 signings, Andrade, Alistair, and Rusev, I believe the most in Rusev because I thought he was going to be stuck right in the world title scene, like out of the rip, and they've been having them, not to take anything away from Dom, they're just having them lose again against Dom. I mean, like you said, they could have built him as a monster heel with Jay to go against. I don't know.
You don't even have to have Rusev losing to Dom. You could have had Rusev fucking destroying people and then one day just come out and attack Jay. And now you got a monster heel versus Jay Uso. No titles need to be involved. But instead, you got Rusev losing to Dom and you got Jay beefing with LA Knight and CM Punk, 2 of the top 3 baby faces on the fucking roster full time. And now the crowd has to choose. And then you got Jay doing heel tendencies, which is clearly going to make the crowd be trepidatious about cheering for him now. Because they're like, he's being kind of a dick. So just turn him.
People talking about him being a part of the vision with Paul. Like, I don't see like an odd fit if they would go that route, though. I don't like that.
I think I wanted Punk to turn heel and be with the Vision and have them versus the Bloodline. I would have enjoyed that. I don't know where they're going with Jay, but I'm not feeling it. Like, January was great for my dog. He won the title at WrestleMania, but I feel like that was his gold watch. Like, they were like, great, you've been a good soldier since this whole Bloodline thing, but we got more important people we want to push besides you. So now you're the main event guy that can take a loss and still get the kids to cheer for you.
Yeah, selling merch. But how would you feel about him beefing with Jimmy again? I don't think you were a fan of it when I mentioned it on a previous show.
I don't need to see that again. We saw it once.
So what's the point of teasing this dissension of Jay being the new tribal chief and acting like Roman then?
I don't know. It's Triple H. He's the one booking this shit.
And what Roman say? I won't see y'all boys until Christmas.
Yeah, he still got a month and a half.
What's gonna happen with Thanksgiving then?
Nothing, nigga. I don't give a fuck who made the mac and cheese. Don't bring that shit by here.
I don't know. And then,
And
like,
Jay ought to pull up. Jay should pull a Dominic and pull up to Roman's house and just beat his ass on Thanksgiving the way Dominic did Rey Mysterio back in the day.
That'd be dope. Hey, the type of matches that we were thinking about earlier, the cinematic. Why don't they do something cinematic where that like Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, they got to do something.
So, quick question: what are you more excited about, War Games or Blood and Guts?
Neither.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care for either one of them, honestly. I loved the War Games as a kid, but I don't know. It's been kind of watered down. And I ain't gonna lie. I can't name a Blood and Guts match. Like, War Games, I can remember Sting Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance. I can remember NWO versus WCW where real Sting met up with the fake Sting. I can remember, Bloodline versus who they fight, KO and all them, where Sammy turned. Like, I can remember some War Games matches. I can't remember the finish to one Blood and Guts match.
You don't remember the Jericho Society versus the Pinnacle? Jericho falling from the top of the War Game cage onto the pillow.
Okay. I remember that. I couldn't have told you who was in the match. I remember him falling. I remember Eddie Kingston and Cesaro being on top of the cage trying to make somebody tap out, but I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about either of these matches, honestly.
You think they're going Wyatt's MFTs?
That makes me give a fuck even less.
I think Death Riders versus Conglomeration will be fun.
I'm excited about the women being in Blood and Guts.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fun too.
And before we get to AEW, let's talk about this WrestleMania promo. So we have Triple H talking about being in Vegas, and there's poker players at the table. You got Cody Rhodes, you got Brock Lesnar, you got Roman Reigns, you got CM Punk. Was there anybody else I'm missing?
Did Brock already?
Yeah.
I think you got them all.
And Paul Heyman in the background.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed, this is a WrestleMania promo. Where the fuck are the women at?
Women can't play poker, Rucker.
Clearly, that's what Triple H thinks. And the second thing I noticed, there's nobody under 40 that y'all are pushing. Cody's 41. Roman's 41. Brock's, 45, 46? Punk's in his mid to late 40s? You got these old ass niggas on here. Give me some young people.
Besides Roman being have Samoan, they didn't really have any minorities at the table either.
And then that was what I noticed also. We ain't got nobody that, Roman's up there. I guess he covers the spectrum for them. They're like, hey, we got Roman. It was looking quite bright up there at the table. WWE is showing us in our face, we don't give a fuck about y'all progressive shit. Like, We're doing what we do. We're only progressive when it benefits us.
Exactly. No youth at the table.
No
No
youth,
type
no
of
women,
representation.
no people of color that weren't Roman Reigns. Like,
And then another thing, we just completely peeling the curtain back. Like, why the fuck was Triple H in it? What does he have to do with anything with, with the wrestling?
what have EJ? What have I been saying? Triple H will. If Triple H is gonna do one thing, he's gonna find a way to put his face out there in front of everybody. Vince never. And I don't want people to take this as me like being like Vince was better than Triple. Vince was a piece of shit, but Vince was never like out front like that.
Unless he was dealing with the storylines, but
Right.
not anything with like the company. Not
Right.
anything with the company like that.
When he was the Mr. McMahon character, that's one thing. But as far as like just him being in the background like the last 15, 20 years, he was never out front like that. Every WrestleMania, we got to deal with Triple H coming out first. Netflix, who's the first music you heard? Triple H. He always has to have the fucking spotlight on him. And that's why he can't book baby faces. Because when he was a heel, he had to have the spotlight on him. That's why Cody's reign sucks. That's why Jay sucked. That's why Big E sucked.
It's nasty work, man. I thought, they showed the footsteps going in. I thought it was gonna be like a Gunther return. They here just to promote their funky ass WrestleMania.
As soon as they showed those fucking roper boots and some bootcut jeans, I knew that shit was Brock Lesnar.
For real?
Yeah. I
Why
think I
you tell me
tweeted.
then?
I tweeted that shit. I said them bootcut jeans and ropers, that's Brock Lesnar.
Speaking of Brock, they kind of just swept the Janelle Grant stuff under the underneath the rug.
They don't give a fuck. You hear me? They don't give a fuck. That's why I'm all elite.
If you had to guess though, who's Brock go up against at Mania? Cody?
Braun Breaker.
You have Braun Breaker beat Brock?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like that.
Make Braun the new fucking destroyer.
I don't really like heel versus heel, but that would be a good stepping stone. You beat Brock, then you the man.
Yeah.
I just think they'll go the safe route and have him face like CM Punk for a world title, Cody, or do Roman Brock for the 5th time. I can see them doing something
I
stupid
ain't
like
interested
that.
in any of that.
Man, we gotta when it gets close to the WrestleMania season, we might have to like do a fantasy bucket on what we would like to see at Mania. I bet you they'll go the opposite direction.
So no women are in the WrestleMania promo, which leads us to across the street AEW. They announced the women's blood and guts match.
Oh, they announced it?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Collision. Damn it! Spoiler alert.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Well, we got to talk about it
Who's in
anyway, so I don't give a fuck if you
in
watched it or not.
I'm watching other plane, but who's in it?
I'm about to tell you. Give me a second. I had to. It is. Come on.
It's gotta be Hater in there, right?
Mercedes, Megan Bain, Marina Shafir in the Triangle of Madness versus Chris Statlander, Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale, Queen Aminata, Jamie Hayter, and Harley Cameron.
Damn, it's 6-on-6.
Yeah, they added an extra person in.
That's gonna be crazy. And you say you're not excited about it, huh?
No, I am excited about it. I'm saying previous blood and gut matches I don't care about. I'm excited about this one because it's the women finally doing it, and the majority of the women in that match I really like. But as far as the blood and guts match itself, that doesn't do it for me.
The reason why I dig it up because it's like the traditional War Games rules where surrender or tap out. Like, I don't know. It's weird when they have the top of the cage gone in WWE now and you could pin them. But, yeah, that's dope. What do you think about Hayter and Aminata losing in the first round?
I didn't think they had it. I think we talked about it last week. The only team I saw that wasn't going to win was... Damn, now I got to think about who the teams were. There was one team that I thought, they have no shot at winning. And it may have been Hater and Amanada.
I thought it was Ty J. I thought you said Ty J.
No, I think TJ might actually win the whole fucking thing. But I think it might have been Hater and Amanada because they're so random.
Might have
But
been.
the Sisters of Sin, I feel like I talked about last week, Sky Blue needs a title. She's been working her ass off since day one in AEW. And so has, unfortunately, Penelope Ford, who got injured, and now Marina Shafir is the partner with Megan Bayne.
I was gonna ask you how do you feel in pivoting and calling the audible and having Shafir as Bane's partner?
I hate that for Penelope Ford. I really do. I thought it was funny, like Moxley walking out being like, wait, these two are together? Yeah, good luck to everybody else. Like, which, again, leads me to believe, like, now these motherfuckers might end up in the finals because you can't have them losing in the first round. So TJ's in trouble.
That might be a wrap for them. And
But
who's Tony? Who's Tony facing in the first round?
Tony and Mina are facing, shit, I don't want to lie on national TV, aka YouTube.
They're not facing, what you call them, are they? Mercedes and Athena, aren't they?
Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up.
Because I want to say Willow and...
They're facing... Oh, so the team that I thought had no shot at winning was Alex Windsor and Riho. And that's who's fighting.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one you...
That's who's fighting.
Yeah, that's the...
Tony and Mina.
I forgot my damn self. Yeah, they have a shot at all.
They ain't got a shot in hell.
I didn't even know. I thought Real, she always dips off. Mercedes beat her ass. I thought she was gone.
Yeah. So you got Sisters of Sin moved on between Hater, and they will fight the winner of Willow and Harley versus Monet and Athena this coming Wednesday. That'll be good. Good promo cut by Willow and Harley on Collision. And then you got TJ versus Bane and Marina. And then the winner of that takes on Tony and Mina Shirakawa, because ain't no way in hell Alex Windsor and Riho were going to win that match.
Windsor! So you still think TJ is going to win the whole thing?
Not after now they got to fight Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne. If it was Penelope Ford, I would have... Fuck.
I think this is good, though, because once whoever wins the belts, they got a lot of rivalries they could do in storylines and all
I do think TJ's going to... I think, had it been Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne, I think the winner of that match coming out would have won. But now that they had to put Marina Shafir in it, I think TJ's going to win. I think that's going to make them look really good.
Can't you do it like Shafir and Megan Bayne can't get along because both of them are alpha women, and then they get like surprise rolled up or something like that?
Which is exactly how I think is going to happen. Yeah.
Won't be mad at that. But you really see TJ beating Tony, huh?
And Mina? Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. I mean, that's a good way to, get the rub. I just
don't know how the Sisters of Sin versus Monet and Athena are going to work out. Do Monet and Athena even get out of the first round?
I was about to say, so you just writing off Willow and our girl Harley, huh?
I mean, you got the Forever Champion and you got Ulta Monet.
What if they can't get on the same page as well, and Athena taking that pin?
Not for nothing. Athena looks good.
Yeah, she's ripped up.
Man, I was like, what is happening? She came out there to help. I was like, when did this happen?
I was thinking the same thing. Like, she's down on ROH, getting in that work at the gym.
Man.
Hey, shout out to...
She was this close to Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week this week.
I'm curious who has your nod now.
It's a repeat offender.
That can only be a certain amount of people then. But yeah, man, like what happened to Athena's partner? Like, didn't she have a partner? Like
Billy
Billy
Starks.
Stark.
I don't know if she got hurt or what. I remember people were wanting her to be the one to take the title off Athena, but I ain't gonna lie, I haven't watched ROH in like 6 months.
Yeah, me either.
I only
I used
watch
to like.
ROH when AEW comes to Atlanta, and I have to watch it because
Are they coming this time when you go?
I'm
You go
sure that
next month, right?
ROH will be a tape in there. Yeah,
When is that show again?
it's like second week of December, maybe
It's
December
coming
10th or
soon.
something like that.
It's coming soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man. I
excited
think
about
most.
WrestleCade this year though.
Oh yeah, that's right around the corner. Thanksgiving.
Sting's last appearance. I got a autograph signing booked for him, and I'm gonna fucking put together like a collage of. I think I'm gonna have one picture being like me as a kid playing with my Sting figure, like me in high school with like a Sting T-shirt on, me when I met him, and then probably when I got my face painted for his last match, and have like a little collage and have him sign that.
That'd be dope. I remember one time you met him, they just had him. You said they had him in like a room by himself, and he just
Yeah,
walked in and
yeah,
took like an awkward photo.
yeah. Awkward as fuck. Yeah, that was it
Hope.
was weird, but yeah, man, I'm excited for WrestleCade. You got anything else you want to hit on AEW? It got late early as hell.
I thought one of the most entertaining things saw in a while was with Hangman was they had Tony Schiavone at the end of the match and he was interviewing him. Look back like that. Tony Schiavone looks a little weird, and then Hangman came out of the costume. It reminded me of like some 1990s Attitude Era stuff. I was
Stone Cold
highly
dressed up like
entertained.
Santa Claus or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the type of Hangman we need to see coming forward. Just find creative ways of him just wrecking shop and messing with people like that. He's in that kind of mold. He's a beer drinking, ass kicking cowboy. Like have him do fun stuff like that. I was highly entertained by it.
Basically, what you're saying is my dog Tony Khan knows how to book a babyface.
Yeah, so far so good.
AEW's
Maybe
had some good babyface champions.
maybe Triple H needs to tap into the booger sugar and stimulate his mind.
His heart can't take that. That fucking
Overall,
fucking pacemaker be working overtime. You get that motherfucker some cocaine.
that's true. I forgot about that aspect of it. So maybe you can do some other stuff, but I digress. I was gonna say, how you feel about Joe winning the number one title contendership match?
I mean, that was kind of predictable. The thing I didn't like, there's no way Bobby Lashley should be selling for Hook.
Oh my goodness, I don't even want to get on that topic of Hook because he just doesn't do it for me. The fanfare has died down, and it's just weird. This kid weighs a buck 40, and you have him tossing people around like he shouldn't be wrestling like he's a big man. His dad, it worked for his dad because his dad was a stout motherfucker.
Right.
Hook should be wrestling like
He should be in the fucking the cruiserweight division. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
he
It's
shouldn't be
not believable.
clotheslining Bobby Lashley over the top rope and Bobby have to sell for him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're just asking me to suspend my disbelief too much for Hook. He should be in NXT, man.
It's
It's just
one
like
thing
an
if he
odd
wrestled
fit.
like a catch as catch can style where he's like outdoing the big guy, but when he's overpowering them and like suplexing them and shit, like he suplexed Joe, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know, man. It doesn't do it for me. And now he's with Eddie Kingston. They just keep tossing him around like he's a thought with these older older people, mentors and
Right. Oh,
whatnot.
pass around Hook.
I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. Yeah, I don't like that either. But I like how they are sticking with the rivalry. Like usually AEW they'll do one-offs, but they're like continuing the story as Joe is a heel now. I like that.
Well, I guess that's all we got for wrestling this week. Is there a pay-per-view next week that we don't know about?
I don't think so. We finally get to take a break and have a breather for
Have a
once.
breather. Maybe we can talk some NXT next week finally.
Yeah, man, NXT starting to pick up. You got Ricky and Trick, last man standing. You think this will be Trick Swanson in NXT.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm ready for Trick to come to the main roster. Trick, man. He's come a long way the past year. When he was rolling with Carmelo, I always thought Carmelo was going to be the bigger star on the main roster, but Trick is very like he's just coming to his own, man. Like being able to go to TNA, win that title, change to be a heel, stay as interesting as he is. He's really impressed me the past year or so, and I hate that because not only did he play for the Gamecocks, but he played for the Eagles.
Hey man, that's why I like him, man. I like that kid for a reason. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Triple H, but I'm hopefully the talent will just break through whatever glass ceiling Triple H has for them. But where's Obed too? Like he's kind of disappeared.
He lost to Ricky Starks.
Yeah, but
I go home too. If I'm fucking 7'12" and I lose to Ricky Starks. Not that I got anything against Ricky Starks. Like I like him, but Oba shouldn't have lost to him.
You think they just waiting for him to debut at like a Rumble? Probably, I'm guessing.
Probably. Maybe he's a guy they can call up to SmackDown to bolster their roster a little bit.
Oh, so you want him to take a Crossroads to lose a title match, huh?
No, I want him to fucking show Cody that he's the ruler. And Cody go full fucking what's his name? Not Captain America. What's his fucking name?
Homelander.
Cody go full Homelander. He get beat up by a big black dude, and all of a sudden the real Cody comes out.
I wouldn't be mad at Oba answering the U.S. title challenger and destroying Ilya.
Ilya got the juice, don't he?
Man, who do you face on SmackDown? Oh, Ciampa and Axiom were fighting the face of him. I thought he was gonna be like triple threat. He was like, get to the back of the line, Ciampa. That's kind of messed up.
Speaking of fighting to fight somebody, how do you feel about the John Cena last match tournament?
I was halfway sleeping when I heard them announce it. I was watching. So you have a 16-man tournament just to fight John Cena? He's the championship, I guess now? It's weird.
It's his last match. It's a big deal. Wrestling should do more stuff like that. Like, it is an honor to be John Cena's last match. So why not have motherfuckers fight for it instead of somebody just walking out there?
I guess I'll warm up to the idea, but they were saying maybe people that not in the company. What do you think they meant by that?
Joe Hendry. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to be Edge or Jericho or something. It's going to be fucking Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears, right?
Right. He might win the whole fucking thing.
That's 16 people. That's a long. Are they going to start it on Raw? Like that's a long.
They said Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, so.
What if it is like Trick or Oba that's in the tournament as well?
I feel like it should be somebody younger that he hasn't faced yet, and they should beat him. So if they got their eye on pushing anybody to the fucking mountaintop right now, they wasted Baron Corbin beating Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. I think whoever wins this needs to be who they got on the come up.
Yeah, I agree. When are they going to announce the brackets?
I think they said it's not this Monday, but it starts next Monday.
So I guess they're just going to unveil the brackets as they're doing it. Should be fun. Because when is his last match? Is early December, right?
Mm-hmm. Early to mid-December. If I had to guess who's going to win, it'd probably be Gunther. But, because I don't see who WWE will put. I think Trick would be a good one. I think Mello would be a good one. Have Mello fucking beat John Cena.
They're both Boston guys or Massachusetts guys, right?
Other than that, man, I don't want to see him wrestle Randy Orton. I don't want to see him wrestle Edge. I don't want fucking Jericho to come back with his old geriatric ass. Like, put somebody young in there, have them beat John Cena on his last match.
Yeah, I would like that too, but I don't think Triple H is going to do that. He's going to go for the nostalgia route. You might have some younger guys go deep in the tournament and then fall short. I don't know. I'm curious though now. You changed my mind. I'm actually kind of curious about this tournament
It's
now.
gonna be Joe Hendry.
Now,
I'm telling you,
what if it's Moose in there?
Muth.
Or like Santana. What if Santana comes through?
I kind of want to see Jordan Grace enter the fucking tournament.
Beat up men?
Not get her ass kicked, but her entering it would be enough. Like it put her over.
I was gonna say Marsha Slamovich. She fights guys, but she's not in the company anymore, is she?
Where is Masha?
I think she has some domestic violence
Oh wow.
allegations.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
So she's kind of been out, but
All right, let's get the street clothes rest of the week and then make these NFL picks and get the hell up out of here.
my street clothes rest of the week. She's making her interest in the Raw. I'm like, man, she's been slept on. Like, why are people sleeping on our girl Nikki Bella? She came in with like the sheer top and jeans on.
Who sleeps on Nikki
Looking kick
Bella?
ass. You
She's
do.
never in
So
street clothes though. That's the problem.
well, she was coming in the Raw this past week. So like, that's my street clothes rest of the week. People been kind of disrespecting Nikki Bella.
Yeah, people
I
do
remember
hate on the Bellas. Nikki's one of my favorite women's wrestlers ever. She's probably like top 10 for me, maybe top 7.
Nikki Bella gets my street clothes wrestler of the week.
I always talk about that last run she had before she got hurt, like how good she was doing. If she wouldn't have got hurt and been around she was around for the start of the women's evolution. Like she was literally in the ring when Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha Banks got called up. But she got hurt not too long after that. Well, if she could have stuck around for a couple more years, I think people would put a lot more respect on her name right now because she had gotten really fucking good in the ring.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she was at the end of the Divas era.
Yeah.
I think she would have had some solid runs with the new belts that they have. But
I mean, she was.
maybe she won an IC belt.
She did stick around a little. Like she was in the tournament for the first Women's SmackDown champion, but again, she had gotten hurt a couple times, and it wasn't the same Nikki Bella that was around for the Divas championship run that she had. And now she's back, and she's clearly slowed down a little bit because that was 10 years ago. So she's 10 years older now. And now people are kind of using this version of her and the early version of her and completely forgetting the fact that she had like a 2-year run where she was probably the best women's wrestler WWE had. And that includes AJ Lee.
Maybe a lot of these curmudgeons on the internet just weren't born during her run. That's a possibility.
Maybe they just don't like women.
Well,
Like they like looking at them, but they actually don't like women to do well at stuff.
I think so. Nasty work, but
Yeah.
shout out to Nikki Bella.
Shout out to my street clothes wrestler of the week, who's a multiple time winner. And basically, anytime she's on TV not wrestling, she's in the running for it. We go down to NXT on Tuesday nights. Fallon Henley.
It's a good one. It is a repeat defender. What was her street clothes?
You know, normal cowboy boot type things, jean shorts, her.
I thought she would have been up on the main roster. She's kind of like the background of JC Jane, which is disgusting work.
Yeah.
It's diabolical.
Yeah, I figured they would have started beefing by now. They had that tension that was teased with them for a while, but nothing ever came of it. But now that JC's not champ, I think Fallon wants to kind of undercut her and go. Oh, by the way, like Tatum Paxley, is she not the most like gettable champion that they've had in a while?
Yeah. I dig it so far.
Let's get to the NFL, EJ, and get up out of here. We got to run through this because it's, like I said, it's getting late early. NFL's about to start. I gotta go set on my fantasy lineups.
Me too. I'm glad you mentioned that. Last week we both didn't do so hot. I went 7-6. You went 6-7. Only game that we had picked differently were the Eagles and Giants and Scatterboo. Is that the game he got injured, right?
Yeah.
Or the game before? Like, I don't know, man. All these weeks are running together, but yeah.
Yeah, that was ugly.
I'm 79-41, 67-53 going into this week 9. Kicking off today's game because we picked the Ravens last week. Both of us picked the Ravens, and Ravens kicked the Dolphins' ass. But starting off on today's game, Bears and Bengals.
Give me the Bears.
This might be a tough one. Bears let us down last week when we picked them. I think I'll go Bears as well. Vikings, Lions in Detroit. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, I'll take the Lions also. Detroit's just, they're a juggernaut right now. And the Vikings are, Carson Wentz is just trash. AJ McCarthy playing again this week?
I have no clue. I haven't been keeping up with the injury.
Yeah. Because Carson Wentz, like, how do you have Justin Jefferson? Flacco came in and said, all right, I'm playing for the Bengals. I'm throwing the ball to Jamar Chase 20 times. How do you not do the same thing for Justin Jefferson?
I don't know. Incompetent quarterback, I guess.
Yeah. Remember they had that whole Carson Wentz is better than Dak thing years ago?
Yeah. That aged like milk. That's crazy. Yeah, he's high pick though. Panthers going to Green Bay to face the Packers.
I got the Packers.
The Packers as well. That was easy. Chargers at Titans. The Titans are straight garbage, so I'm going with LA in that one.
Same.
Dirty Birds at Patriots.
Give me the Patriots. The Falcons are awful.
I got Patriots as well. 49ers traveling to New York to face the Giants. Give me San Francisco.
Yeah, I'll take the Niners quietly are good this year.
Yeah, even without Purdy and Mac Jones filling in. Jackson Dart kind of got thrown in the fire, and they're just seeing if he could swim or if he sinks. But Colts at Pittsburgh.
Ooh, this is a good one. I'm going to take the Steelers. I still don't believe in the Colts. I still don't believe fucking Danny Dimes is playing the way he's playing right now.
Why can't you believe it?
Because I've watched him be in New York and be absolute dog shit for years. Like, how did you just wake up one day and decide you know how to play quarterback?
We kind of see it with franchises like the Browns. You go to New York, your career is not going to do well. They sold their soul to the devil when Eli won that Super Bowl in 2011. They've been garbage ever since.
Yeah.
Incompetent franchise. Broncos at Texans. Texans surprised me last week when they won. Did I say I picked the Colts? I got the Colts in the Steelers game. But Broncos at Texans. Who you got?
I don't think the Broncos are as good as the Cowboys made them look, but I'm going to go with the Broncos.
I got the Broncos as well, even though Texans coming in as the 2.5-point favorite. So
yeah,
maybe Vegas knows something we don't know.
That's a good thing about being in North Carolina. I could play some bets this weekend. So I got a couple parlays out there now.
Nice. Jaguars. Where I'm at right now, Jacksonville. Traveling to Las Vegas to face the Raiders.
It's against my better judgment, but I'm going to pick the Jaguars, even though they fucking fuck me over every time I pick them.
I thought you said you're going to pick the Raiders. I said, damn, I was hoping you picked the Raiders. I got the Jags as well. New Orleans going down to L.A. to face the Rams. Give me L.A.
Yeah, give me the Rams in a fucking boat race.
This should be a slobber knocker. I'm curious to see who you pick on this one. Chiefs going to Buffalo to face the Bills. They play every year, and they're not even the same division.
They both win first place every year, so they play the division winners. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs got something cooking. We just talked about this last week. They started out shitty out of nowhere, and here they fucking come. Like, every year.
We got to pick something different, so I think this is a game I'll go different as well. I got the Bills in this one. Kansas City's the favorite, though, so 2.5 point favorite on the road, which is crazy. The Seahawks Sunday Night Football are going to Washington, D.C. to face Commanders. Is Jalen Daniels back? Is Jaden Daniels back?
I don't think so. I could be
Yeah,
wrong. Let me double check real quick. Let me go to my
that definitely is
ESPN
going.
fantasy app.
That's going to definitely determine who I pick in this game. Probably, maybe,
Players.
because he was on the sideline when they were playing this past weekend.
Yeah, I want to say he's out. Jaden Daniels.
Damn it! Give me the Seahawks. Damn it!
Daniels will start Sunday's game against the Seahawks.
Ooh, I don't know. This
I'm
might be
still take
against
the
my better
Seahawks.
judgment. I got the Commanders. You got the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I'll pick the Commanders if Jaden's playing. Monday Night Football. The Arizona Cardinals going to take on our Dallas Cowboys in Dallas.
I'm not picking the Cowboys again until they prove to me they can win 2 games in a row. So for the rest of the year, if they don't win 2 games in a row, I'm picking whoever they're playing against. So give me the Cardinals.
Damn it! So this might either one of us either you're gonna catch up or I'm gonna put up more space in my leagues. I'm picking the Cowboys in this one. And then Thursday Night Football. The Raiders traveling to the Mile High City to face the Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah, the Raiders are trash. That's a terrible run organization that flies under the radar and get scrutinized like our Cowboys do, but the Raiders are garbage.
Yep.
So we both got the Broncos in that one, and that's all we got for our NFL picks.
I believe Brian's in the chat laughing at me because I said I'm not picking the Cowboys again until they prove they can win 2 in a row.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to everybody that was in the chat today that played along. Shout out to all the listeners on all the podcast platforms. We appreciate you. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to us. We're almost at 100 subs, so we're getting there with that. EJ, you got anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
You hit everything, man. Shout out to people who were following us live, and make sure to continue to, subscribe to everything, all the social media, the YouTube, run those numbers up.
Yep. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Those are the 2 places you can get at us the most. Until next week, for EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been the latest episode of Boot to the Face. Peace.